Too open. Too open.
Game, an open jump shot available, and right there, Quentin Gooden got it to go.
And Gooden, obviously not known as a scorer, but the last 4 games, he's been red hot, 57% from the field, 7 of 9 now, 8 of 10 from beyond the arc.
There's that first, and this guy right here, Blewett, may have the quickest trigger in college basketball. He really lets it go. There's a steal, Thomas. Kyrie gets it done, and it's 4-3 Blue Jays.
I foreshadowed that in the first possession for Xavier. This matchup is going to be outstanding. Thomas last year, the co-defensive player of the year, and obviously Trey.
Get to your blue, and here's Blewett. Missed it all. Great defensive work by Thomas again. He unloads a 3 himself.
I told you this is.
And Blewett lets it fly. Rebound stripped away from O'Mara by Mintz. Numbers now. Thomas! Kyrie has it going right. And load up on that. Remember when that shot went down? Almost 7 minutes gone from Makura. Now Alexander, that's too easy. And no help coming. Too strong, and it's pulled down by Harrell. As always, it's push, baby, push for Creighton. Always looking to get the easy basket. Tyshawn Alexander. Freshman from Charlotte by way of Oak Hill Academy, 18-15.
Alexander giving us some that reach, and they really need to be able to give Foster just some daylight.
Yeah, no doubt. Here he is with a mismatch on Cantor. Gives it up to Heckner on the wing. Well, Foster knows how to deliver the goods, too. He can pass it as well.
They're a much better defensive team. And right now, I think that's what Xavier's trying to do, is throw some cold water on Creighton with their D.
Foster's become a real leader. Here's another blow by and a jump stop deuce. That's that explosion we're talking about from Greg McDermott, a student of Eldon Miller. His days as a basketball coach, of course, one of the greats at Ohio State, Coach Clark Kellogg, among many others. And there is the iron kind for Kyrie Thomas.
Now you got to switch Foster with O'Mara.
Shot clock at 10. Thomas shoots it to Heckner just beyond the baseline, just outside it. And this young guy, if he can warm up, it can make a difference. This crowd wants to be heard from. They're waiting for one of those patented Blue Jays runs. We haven't seen it as yet.
Kick out Scruggs. 3 off the heel, no good. Taz skies for the board. Taz down the floor. Here he comes up the center. Here he kicks out into the corner. Mintz has to give it up for Harrell. Harrell drives in, kicks into the corner for Taz. Outside Marcus. 3 ball on the way. Bang! Marcus Foster off great ball movement. Jays on an 8-0 run.
Agent Zero with the deep dagger.
Blewett. Gooden. 5 minutes left in the half. Trying for a post entry. Here's O'Mara. O'Mara against Heckner. O'Mara back to the basket. Now kicks it out for Gooden. Gooden has to stop, and they call the double dribble. Turnover against the Musketeers. It's Blue Jay basketball. And listen to the crowd. And just like that, an 8-0 run in the last minute 51, and the Jays are 2 points from a tie.
A big key there, Marcus Foster, his post defense is kind of faking at it, digging and diving on Sean O'Mara and not making him comfortable.
Davion Mintz will walk it into the front court. 4:48 left in the first half. Mintz behind the back dribble, lost control, spins it back out to Heckner. Heckner fakes a 3, back to Mintz, top of the key. Mintz against O'Mara, jump shot, good! Tie game! Davion from the free throw line, it's 30 up!
Jays scored their last 4, 10-0 run.
Here's Kaiser Gates, bounce pass Blewett against Kyrie. Blewett tries to drive left side, Blewett still on the dribble, tries to post up into the paint, and another double dribble, and another Xavier turnover, and another job by Kyrie Fence.
Unbelievable. I think Kyrie's figuring out the formula, at least it appears that way. blew it now, 0 of 2, still has yet to score 2 turnovers.
A 10-0 run in the last 2:26. 4:15 left in the first.
Coming with 3 minutes left in the half.
First time he got some daylight as Thomas's arms were down.
I don't know of anyone that gets a release any faster as Mintz gets an and one, taking it right to the 10. Davion Mintz, sophomore from Charlotte, North Mecklenburg High School.
Not normally called on the score, averages just 5 points a game. He has had some double-figure games under his belt.
To find him by Gooden.
And that's the offensive efficiency we talk about. Excellent execution.
Foster. Once he gets, and is likely to keep it. Against McCura. A follow. It wasn't to be for Mintz. Xavier shoots 55% from the floor and made 6 of their last 8 from the floor. Something's got to give, Holly, no question about it. Creighton only 10 points in the paint, only 1 free throw attempt. Xavier with 43 total and 28 of those points coming inside the painted area.
One of the things Creighton has to do, they got to cut down on their turnovers. 7 turnovers have led to 17 Xavier points. You know, they can survive if they don't put bodies on people and keeping them from crashing the glass.
11-0 in second chance points, Xavier. There's Foster with a quick answer on the wing from downtown.
That left with that good angle on the glass. He's got it down.
Beautiful scoop by Harrell. You know, with to win it. It did a year ago in this building. Another one from downtown. Kyrie, the junior homespun star, Benson High in Omaha.
5 of 5.
Only his first turnover.
He's 4th in the conference in assist-turnover ratio, 2nd in assists. You know, Quentin Gooden is one of those guys. He's the reason why the Xavier offense is so efficient. One of the big reasons why.
Foster off the bounce. America just, all he could do was pray.
So they have fully taken advantage of the disadvantage that Creighton has inside.
Harrell with a nice tap out to get that one to Mintz. Here's Foster stepping into it around the key. But he gets going and gets a chance.
A much better job of blocking out. Harrell held his block out, able to get the rebound.
Numbers, Mintz. Lack of defensive transition that time. Blew it and hit the seat of his pants. Here comes the crowd. It's 54-51.
Well, we talked about the advantage Xavier had on the offensive glass as almost a steal, and there is a travel.
We got a Blue Jay scramble.
Staying around the free throw line, but everybody else getting back and thwarting transition offense by the opponents. But in games like this, you got no choice but to send your guys to the glass.
Alec is on the floor now, number 24 in white. A fadeaway for Foster. He's getting in that zone where he can throw it up from anywhere. From his hip.
You mean he's lit?
Oh yeah, he is lit up. The last 4 drives.
And right now, Foster and Thomas are out. I'm sorry, Foster's out.
Oh, Balak, the freshman.
And I was just going to say, they need somebody to continue the on.
Tyshawn Alexander brings it down.
Creighton doing a much better job of keeping Xavier 1 shot and out. As Xavier is not necessarily crashing the glass, they're getting the black shirts back to prevent transition D, something that Creighton's had some success with of late.
Foster off the pick, count it. That was easy. Hegner set it, Foster connected it.
Has the ability to get the ball up and into the basket. They're just strong players on the block, particularly O'Mara in a crowd.
40 of the 58 points for Xavier Lynn have come in the paint. That's a delight for a guy like you.
Only if I could get a few of them, that'd be nice.
Foster! He's up to 24-15 this half. Here they come. Standing at attention, a blue tidal wave.
more importantly for Creighton, they haven't really gotten much easy, particularly from the free throw line where they've only attempted one free throw. And Xavier not much more, 5 of 7.
Foster ends the 8-0 Xavier run, 66-64. Here, Makura again. Long rebound tapped out. Length of the floor, Foster snuck out. To McDermott's point, always keep the floor balanced.
Well, that time that was a leak out by Foster. It was Xavier that failed to rotate back.
29 for Foster, 20 this half. 14 seconds.
That's what I figured inside.
Yep, O'Mara, Makura with a follow. JP does it again, picking up the loose change and knocking it home.
He does a great job of crashing the glass from the wings, and Creighton with no block out.
Look out, it's all Foster all the time. 1-4 set, he's got a mismatch, takes it in, it goes crying, stays with it. Harrell for the win! Off the heel, we got a foul, he'll shoot 3. Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
Court from 11, 10. Foster tries to get into the paint, puts it up, missed, no good. Got it back, swings it out. Harrell from 3. No!
He got fouled.
He got fouled.
He got fouled.
He got fouled on a 3 with 4 seconds left. Ronnie Harrell got fouled on a 3 with 4.6 seconds left. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Get everybody in the paint, make it like a regular shot. You don't want to leave him on the line alone.
And now let's see, are we going to get a timeout here? No timeout. No timeout. 3 free throws for Ronnie Harrell, his team down by 2 with 4.6 seconds left. Harrell is 18 of his last 21 at the line. He is 76% for the season. 3 ginormous free throws for Ronnie Harrell.
Time to be the hero of the GOAT right here.
First one. Good.
There it is.
70-69.
1 down, 2 to go.
4.6 seconds left. Chris Mack does have a timeout to use, and he's going to use it right here.
Yeah, they should not have. And this, in effect, ices Harrell. Doesn't matter, they tied at 70.
Down more difficult.
The last thing you want is Xavier to have a chance to step in for a 3. And because of that, they're going to talk defense. Timeout. Creighton with the lead by 1. Looking to go 16-0 at home.
Let any pass get behind you.
Here we go. It's Gooden, end to end, through a double, at the rack. Is there a late
call a foul?
They did with .3 left.
Are you kidding me?
Evan Burrows called it.
Wow.
Harrell will get the foul.
Only 6 seconds left. They run the baseline, get it into Gooden. Gooden across the timeline. Gooden gets it away. Gooden throws it up.
Oh my goodness.
And they call a blocking foul with 0.3 of a second left. They call a foul on the Jays with 0.3 of a second left. And it's going to be 2 shots for Quentin Gooden to win the game. Was it a foul? And now Quentin Gooden can win it from the line. It's a 2-shot foul into the student section. First one is good. We're tied. And if he makes this one, it's virtually over. Because the Jays won't have enough time. The foul was called on Ronnie Harrell.
Gooden got downhill. Got the ball into his hands. He went 84 feet.
Second free throw for the lead is good. And Xavier's going to win. Because there's only 0.3 of a second left. And Mack screaming at Evan Burrows about the call. Wow, what a turn of events.
Wow.
And the scary thing was, he got free here in front of us and had a free rein into the front court, then started to stumble a bit. Somehow kept his balance. I'm going to try to watch here on the replay monitor as he comes into the front court, goes up.
There's no foul
I don't
there.
see it.
There's no.
Harrell is on his left hip. Hegner goes up.
He went straight up.
That is not a foul.
Everything he's supposed to do.
That is not a foul. In that situation, that is not a foul. That is not a foul.
You get vertical.
He was straight up in the air with the shooter going at him.
As a defender, you get that vertical
That
space.
is not a foul.
Wow.
So Ronnie Harrell goes from being the hero to the guy who commits the foul that probably ends up deciding the game for Xavier. He was on his left hip and was standing upright. That was not a foul, ladies and gentlemen. I know we're biased. That is not a foul. That is not a foul. You missed it, Evan Burrows. You missed it. You missed it. He was standing straight up.
Terrible call.